concept of trust of 100% does not exist. That's my point here.
Okay.
That doesn't exist. And there's not just
But you can trust until you're given reasons not to trust.
But again, semantics. What anything could be the reason not to.
And exactly.
If a guy walks,
you're right. You're right. But that you set your own definitions for that.
That's what I'm saying.
But a person can trust until they're giving signs. Maybe I shouldn't trust you as much as I think I should trust you.
And at that point, yeah. So that's my point. That gives me that's what I'm saying. The concept of trust to 100% never exists.
Welcome back to the Red Crew Podcast, the best podcast on all streaming services. To my left, I have Ray. To my closer left, I have Chesco. And me, myself, I am Luis. What are we talking about today?
Well, first of all, there's your segment, so make us fucking laugh.
I forgot about that.
Well, we gotta introduce everybody.
No, make us laugh.
You didn't introduce everybody. You're like, what
you
are we
already
talking
did
about
it.
today?
I'm Ray. That's
Okay,
Chesco. You're Luis.
Yeah, this is definitely your fault.
Right,
Good job, Ray.
Thank you.
Point
Go
the
ahead.
finger. You know, and they say when you point one finger, you have three pointing back. I don't care. Point it. Now you got four.
Yes,
No, that's three.
No,
4 and 3.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I'm
tied.
pointing one at him, you two, and then me. That's three.
No, that's 4.
How's that four?
Cause point.
I'm pointing at you.
Stop. You got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
That's
pointing
3
at
points.
you.
And now you got the other one pointing at
Okay.
And now with that one, 4.
you. Now you have 5 pointing at you. All right, so I heard this one the other day. This actually happened to a guy that I know.
First of all, you're already too long.
No. I was
Okay.
actually intrigued in this. Yeah, it's more.
I want
natural.
no interruptions.
No interruptions.
I don't care how
So
boring you think it is.
25
No
minutes later, we're gonna put that on the bottom this time.
Yes.
Okay. So this lady that was at home, she hears a knock on the door. And she opens up the door. There's a guy standing there, and the guy just looks at her and asks her, ma'am, do you have a vagina? She's like, what the hell is going on? She slams the door shut. She's disgusted by the question. Next day, literally almost the same time, she gets a knock on the door. Opens up the door. It's the same guy. Opens up the door. And the guy says, ma'am, I'm sorry to ask you this, but do you have a vagina? Shuts the door. Next thing, again, same thing. Ma'am, do you have a vagina? Slams her door shut. She's disgusted by the question. She goes up to her husband that night and says, honey, you're not going to believe what keeps happening to me. I have a guy that keeps knocking on the door and says, do you have a vagina? That's a part of interruption.
What? I've not done anything.
You're showing him something. You're distracting him from my story.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What is the story? What is that? Is that the timer?
No.
What is it?
It's
You
the
know what's
punchline.
the sad part?
What?
You're more interested in what I'm doing than what we are in what you're doing.
No, because you're distracting.
Am I wrong? Yeah, like
Finish.
Go
No,
ahead,
I'm done
finish.
with the story. No more story.
I didn't do anything.
You interrupted me.
Nobody interrupted you.
No,
Finish
you
the-
interrupted me.
Finish the fucking
Nope, no
story.
story.
Luis, this is for you. You're trying to get funny.
I'm not trying to get funny anymore. I'm okay with being boring. I accepted it.
Please don't
But
accept
that's
it.
not
Keep
good.
going.
That's okay.
Just
I mean,
finish the fucking
that's not
story.
good for you, but it's okay with me.
Bro, finish.
It's not good for the podcast.
Oh,
We're
dear
trying
God.
to grow as the
Hey,
Red Crew.
Hey, be quiet. Finish the fucking
Yes,
story.
finish the
I
story.
don't wanna
You
finish
can't
the
be
story.
the anchor of the Red Crew. You can't hold us down.
I'm okay with being the anchor.
No, you. That's
You're
not,
fired then.
You can't do that because we gotta grow. We have to be funny. Somebody on YouTube went out and said, "You're funny as fuck." He forgot to mention that you weren't, but but I get what you meant, bro. Don't worry. It's a context.
Thank you.
clues. Thank
But
you.
Finish the fucking
Finish
story.
the story because we need people
okay,
like that.
Okay.
Yes.
So the guy says, what do you mean? The husband said, what do you mean? What's going on? Why is he asking? He's like, I have no idea. So tomorrow I'm going to take the day off from work. We'll get down to the bottom of it. Here's again the nearest knock on the door. Says, wait, before you open the door, I'm going to be right here in case you need anything. But I want you to say, yes, I do have a vagina. Opens up the door. Guy says, ma'am, I'm so sorry to bother you. I know this is a weird question, but do you have a vagina? Lady says, actually, as a matter of fact, yes, I do have a vagina. Well, can you tell your husband to stop messing with my wife's vagina, start messing with yours now?
Oh, see, I got it wrong.
You did get it wrong.
I did get it wrong. But I think mine would have been funnier. All right, good try, Luis.
What was yours?
We'll try again next week.
What was yours?
I just thought it was gonna be like a play on words where it was like somebody who was doing like surveys on people who have cats, and he told them go find out if people have pussies. But since he wanted to be proper, he said vagina instead of cat. I think that would have been funnier. It was definitely funnier than what you said.
Honestly, first of all, can I critique?
No, I don't want to hear any
No,
critique.
no, no.
We're done with this.
It's pointless. Let's move on.
And
I was
next
just
week,
gonna
I'm not
say,
doing
once
this.
again, it was too long, bro.
Why not?
Because you keep interrupting, and I'm done with it being interrupted.
First of all,
Nobody interrupted.
nobody
you.
interrupted you.
Yes, you did.
How?
And
You
said
interrupted
kept.
his attention.
You said kept.
Kept what?
I showed him a message, and then you got ultra sensitive over that.
Because every single time, I need undivided attention on
And
my stories.
after that, I didn't do anything.
Okay, you know what, Luis? You want
Yeah,
undivided?
you're just
hold on,
making
hold on,
up
hold on.
excuses.
Hold on. You want undivided attention? Be
Undivided
fucking
attention.
interesting
You gotta
then.
earn that shit. Yeah.
Seriously.
You gotta earn that
How
shit.
am I not gonna earn? How am I gonna earn it if you guys don't even give me a chance?
What?
I'm trying to give you a chance. You
didn't
take
say
25
anything.
minutes for a 5-minute
And
segment.
you got ultra sensitive for no
This
reason.
was a 2-minute story tops.
That's why nobody said
If-
it was long.
He just did.
That was a little long.
No,
It became long
trust
after
me,
you
no,
interrupted.
It felt a lot longer than it was. you know when shit's boring, then goes super slow. Like you ever play sports and you're winning, right? So you need the game to end. So those last
So
two
you let a motherfucker score on
no,
you?
so those last 2 minutes feel like 20. You know what I mean? Cause it's like, come on, the time doesn't run. This is kind of like, like it was only 2 minutes. I'm with you. It felt like 15, but it was just 2. I do have your back. See, I have your back.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Now,
He has your back like he has my back, so you better watch out.
no, I have your back. It was the time was up there. How much?
7 minutes 30.
Damn, that was a lot longer than that.
Told you.
That was a lot.
All I'm saying is, man.
Maybe
like,
I'm getting used to you.
Well, I'm just saying, man.
that-
You know,
that's
next
better.
time, just be like, hey, you know, if dude knocks on the door, lady opens the door, she says, you got a vagina, she closes the door.
Yeah.
Next day, knocks on the door again. Hey, you got a vagina, closes the door
That's
again.
literally what I
On the
said.
third day, her husband's there at the house with her, and when he opens the door, he goes, "You got a vagina?" She goes, "You know what? Yeah, I do." And the guy goes, "Well, can you tell your husband to stop fucking my wife's
That's
vagina?
literally
Stop
what
fucking
I was
yours?"
going to say. But you interrupted.
No, but his point is that he did that in 30 seconds. You did it in 7 minutes.
And I made it sound
It was
funnier.
not 7 minutes.
But that's what you told me. 7 minutes. I didn't say it.
But
Yes, it says 7 minutes on there. Doesn't mean the story was 7
and
minutes.
Also, I made it funnier. Like the punchline is, "What can you tell
No,
your
but
husband
I'll
stop
tell you,
fucking my
part
wife's
of your
vagina?"
problem is I noticed it today. I put out the videos on TikTok. I cut the videos. So every video is under a minute. And today one of the videos I put out today was a minute and like 7 seconds. So I'm like, damn. So I gotta go through the video and try to cut pieces.
Yeah.
So it'll be a minute, but I didn't want to cut the context because it was important for everything. And then I start cutting like when Luisa's talking, and all the pauses. All I did was like the empty space.
Oh no, but I know I pause a lot. I pause a lot because I stutter.
Yeah, and you expect people to listen to that shit?
No, but that's if you're gonna be my friend,
Like,
if you're gonna be my friend, that's what you
That's what
gotta
I'm saying.
deal with.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, so I'm not saying stop that. I'm just saying, dang.
Look, it's
I-
either
that was a little bit.
either I pause for a while I think about what I'm gonna say, or I stutter
Nobody's
during that
telling
pause.
you not to pause. What I'm just saying, while you pause for those 30 seconds, can I show him something?
Nope.
It's like,
Nope,
I'm
nope,
just saying, so we got to look at you 30 seconds trying to gather your thought instead of us like, using our time wisely. We're
Nope.
busy men. Like,
We're busy, man. He's over here taking an hour. Don't laugh.
we're busy
Thinking it's
men.
a
Like,
second.
you want to stop every other word and take 30 seconds. We can use that time and use it for something
First of
useful.
all, it's not 30 seconds. Second of all, if you want to hear a conversation from me, if you want to hear a story from me, however long or short it is, you're going to have to deal with me taking pauses because I stutter. In order for me not to stutter, I take
But
pauses.
nobody's asking you to stop that.
No, but you want me to tell you a story where you're going to be engaged and you're already on your phone from day one.
We
from the
are
first
engaged,
second.
but you're acting like we can't walk and chew gum.
You can't.
Yes, we can. You probably can't. I can't.
You
I'm
think
a
he
gymnast.
wasn't paying attention to
I'm
me
a
while he was looking at your
fucking
phone?
gymnast.
He can't do two things at once.
I can. And I can show him something and pay attention to your relevant story. Like, I am a gymnast. I deserve a gold medal for everything I do here. Dang. And something else I do here is always be right. What did I say a few months ago when Dustin Poirier hit somebody and slapped somebody? What did I say? The stories about Charles Barkley. You cannot, even my boy, but you can't be hitting Kobe Covington when he's not in the octagon. You can't be hitting
Who hit who, where, and why?
and Nate Diaz.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
You can't
What's
be
the story
choking
behind
out people in Bourbon Street or
Yeah,
wherever
but-
the hell it was.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're making it into self-defense now.
What do you
'cause
mean
the
they're
other dude-
making it into self-defense? The dude had to pay $10,000 bond.
Yeah, but a bond means that you're not gonna be kept under custody while you're waiting to see a judge.
Well, I said
So you
he
get
was
that bond-
charged
I
for.
think you get that bond money back. I'm not 100% sure about bonds, but the thing about that is because apparently the other dude was a fighter. Nate Diaz walked out after they had an altercation at the fight. Nate Diaz walked out, and then dude followed him outside, like coming at Nate Diaz, and then when he attacked Nate Diaz just choked him the fuck out and put his ass on the ground.
Well, he got charged with second-degree battery.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like I don't.
Yeah, he got charged with it, but he's gonna get convicted for it. No, he's not.
Well, you don't know that.
Self-defense, bro. Like, bro, why? Like you
He
okay?
just thinks by saying it's
no,
gonna
no,
happen.
but hold
Yeah,
on,
just
hold on,
because you
but-
say it,
Right.
it's
No, but
gonna
hold
happen.
on. This
We saw the video.
This motherfucking
He
theory.
didn't look in danger.
Okay, but let me, but let me. I just want to say this, bro. Like, Nate Diaz, he's a famous guy. I mean, Nate Diaz is
Yeah.
known in a lot of places around the world, right? As a fucking, even if you're not into fighting, you know who the fuck Nate Diaz is, right?
Okay.
Why in the fucking world would you say, I'm gonna go attack Nate Diaz?
This is why, right?
Like,
Because
bro.
it's an easy payday.
Yeah, well, we've had this conversation.
We've had this conversation before, and you refuse to listen. It's an easy payday.
the same thing we had a conversation
Yeah.
with about.
Yeah, but I
Poirier.
also in that same conversation, I told you there's certain people that don't give a fuck. Like there's
Okay.
certain motherfuckers like
That doesn't
Maybe you asked,
Conor-
you asked a question. We answered the
that,
question.
the answer.
like Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor. I mean, he's knocked out a dude at the bar once, I guess. But there's just certain fighters like you could do that to and get away with it because they're like, you know what, I'm not doing it. He ain't one of them. Gamebred ain't one of them. Poirier ain't one of them.
Please don't call him Gamebred anymore. He's retired.
He's still Gamebred.
No, he's GOAT now.
Okay,
Please get it
the
right.
non-goat.
Get it
You
right.
don't do that shit to him. You don't do it to Poirier. You don't do it to Nate Diaz out of all fucking people. Like, bro, these dudes don't care. Like, they will.
Okay, that's beside
Yeah,
the point.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
different conversation.
And not to mention, Nate Diaz is about to get a big bag for fighting Jake Paul, so he's good.
You can't be going around giving your money away. Why are you fighting for it? Like, and that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Dude picked a fight with the wrong UFC
Look,
fighter and got fucked up.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really contemplating. Tell me. Let's talk about
Going
it.
up to who?
Not going up to nobody.
okay.
But
Please,
I-
I was about to say,
convincing, because convincing somebody whose life isn't going great. Like, hey, bro, you want to split a bag here real quick? You want to split a bag
Is it
50-50?
50-50?
You want to split a bag
You're
50-50?
gonna make him go through that, and it's gonna be a 50-50.
Yeah, because I'm the broker. What the hell?
Brokers don't usually get 50%.
Most brokers are me. How you gonna forget that?
Okay.
All right. Second of all, like I can set it up for you where I live in a city where we could go piss off Derek Lewis.
You really want to piss off Derek Lewis?
Look,
But
man,
how much money do you think Derek Lewis actually has?
But I'm talking about, but like
I mean, he was.
this could be a business, Luis. Like you're thinking about like a one and done. I'm thinking
and not
about
to
volume
and
here.
not to mention, bro, like you gotta watch out where you confront Derek Lewis, cause you confront him at like a bar, like so. There's a place called Moe's. That same night when I took that picture.
What if that night you would have pissed off Derek Lewis, right? The night you took the picture with him. Oh, were you on that texter?
The
All
Wish version?
When you look, if that guy would have beat you up, you would have been in trouble. Why? Because this is a broke guy. But if it was a real Derek Lewis that you took a picture with, and GSP, right? You got both
Yeah,
of them.
just.
Hey, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm just saying.
But like in that bar though, like at that bar, if you fuck with Derek Lewis, there's at least 20 dudes willing to fuck you up before you get to Derek Lewis.
What I'm saying is, who cares? You're still gonna blame Derek Lewis. That's how these lawsuits.
How?
That's how those lawsuits work. Because for example, it happens all the time. Like, at like sporting events, like somebody does something to you in a stadium. They go and they sue like the owner of the team or the owner of the stadium. The owner of the team didn't do nothing, but they still go sue them. Like
You can sue anybody. Doesn't mean you're gonna win.
exactly. But now that's where I
But for
come
those
in.
companies, it pays them more. Or it's more intelligent for them to
To
actually
settle.
settle out
Yeah.
of court.
That's why people sue McDonald's all the time because they know McDonald's doesn't want to go through that long litigation.
Because they still have to pay the lawyers.
They still got to pay the lawyers. They got to pay the court fees. They got to pay everything. Might as well just take $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, whatever it is, and it saves you time. It saves you a lot of depending. It's not all the time, obviously, but depending on what it is. But yeah, back to my business idea. All right, so I get somebody whose life isn't going great, and be like, "Hey, we could get 50,000 from Derek Lewis. You just gotta, take one on the chin, brother." Like,
Yeah, but that one you took on the chin might be the last one you ever take.
nah, it won't be the last one.
From Derek Lewis.
Hey, let's be honest. Hey, you gotta take risk in life. Like, you want to
If a
succeed,
guy like
That's the problem.
Ray
No, hold
takes one from Derek Lewis,
but you can't say that. That's the
you
problem.
can't say what.
You
Hold
can't.
on. What would happen to me if I took a punch from Derek
You be
Lewis?
dead.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. You're a small guy.
He's calling you weak, by the way.
No, I'm not saying you're
I'm
weak.
Not on his side.
I'm just saying.
I think you would beat up Derek Lewis.
You're high.
No, he just wants you to be the one.
And I'm telling
He
you-
wants you to be his
Hey,
first client.
and when
That's
he-
what he wants.
and when you don't succeed, we'll split the bet. I'm just saying.
You first.
Like, nah, what I'm saying, Luis, you can't say that punch might be the last one you take. That's
Not
why-
for business purposes.
No. That's why that person's failing in life now. Because they don't
Because
take
he
risk.
can't throw a punch.
No, because they don't take risk.
Oh.
You got to take risk in life.
No, but there's certain risks you shouldn't take. If the risk
See,
is
that's
gonna
why- don't
kill
listen
you,
to him.
then
Don't
why
listen
take
to
the risk in the first
That's
place?
what I'm telling you.
You have to outweigh the risk versus the reward, and if the risk is far greater than the reward, don't
And
take
not
the
to
risk.
mention, Derek Lewis ain't that fucking rich. Don't take a punch from him.
Exactly.
No, well, I'm saying, no, it
You're
depends.
getting 10 grand tops.
Nah,
That dude ain't got 10 grand. Actually, 5 because I got 50. So, like, that dude ain't got 5 grand, man. Like, come on. If you ain't got the 5 grand, you need those 5 grand.
Why the
It's
fuck am I giving you 50% of my bag?
Because I set it up.
No, for you ain't set up shit. I found Derek Lewis. and
That's why people don't understand business, man. That's why they don't succeed in life. Like, when somebody does a gesture for you, when somebody helps you out, and there's the middleman deserves to
Bro,
get paid.
unless you taking a punch with me, you ain't getting shit.
That's one problem.
So let me ask you a question. More on the business aspect. I think business-wise, sound idea, right?
Thank you.
But
Are you you retarded too, bro.
now you have told this person.
Did you ever get hit by Derek Lewis? Is that
It's
why
Ray.
you're
You've told Ray, say, hey Ray, if you take this, you're gonna get a bag, and we're gonna split this half and half. No, but he does it anyways. How are you to prove that this was your business idea and he stole your business idea?
What do you
There's
mean?
no-
There's contracts involved.
What contract?
I ain't signing no fucking contract.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you tell him the story. You tell him what's gonna happen.
How are you supposed to go through a litigation? You don't get hit and then just go ask for the 5,000.
I agree, but this is not a litigation between him and Derek Lewis.
So
This is litigation
what he's
between you
saying
and
is,
him.
what he's saying is,
I'm the litigator.
listen to me. Listen
No,
to
but
me. Hey,
I,
what he's saying is, I come to your office, you have the contract ready to sign, right? And I'm like, well, what's this contract saying? On there it says Derek Lewis will do this, 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 and this, and once you get hit by Derek Lewis,
That's not what it says. That's not what it says.
what's it gonna say?
This says, hey, look, if you ever find yourself in trouble where you need litigation, whether it's assault, whether it's robbery, whether it's anything, I'll handle this part for you to get your bag. And then for that, me handling that, I get this amount.
okay.
Yeah, but why
So-
would I need you? You're not a fucking lawyer.
So he doesn't sign that.
No, I got the lawyer for you, though.
But he hasn't signed the document.
Who's your
Ray,
lawyer?
Ray, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, right?
Hold on.
And
Who's your,
that's where you're wrong.
no, who's your lawyer?
Who cares who the lawyer is?
No, I need to know who the lawyer is. What
Okay,
if he's a
I'll let
shitty
you
lawyer?
know who the lawyer is.
Okay, then now I don't sign the contract, and now I call your lawyer. He's my lawyer. Now
That's
fuck
not
you.
how it works. See, and that's where people think that's how it works. That's not how it works.
No, you're right. That's not
No,
how it
that's
works.
not how it works.
But
See,
he
this
can
is-
still refuse to sign the contract and find another lawyer.
No, but you're. That's why people are dismissing the important part that I'm providing.
Which is what?
Which is
The litigation.
no. See, if you would have told me, I'll find you Derek Lewis. I'll find you a vulnerable spot for him to be in. I'll find you all those things that
Oh.
might lead him to hit me. Then I'm like, okay,
But that's-
there
it's
is
called-
value.
And even
in
at
your-
that
It's
point, you're
co-
getting
You will
10%.
do that. It's called a quid pro quo. But you can't put that in a contract. You gotta offer legalities. While we all know that when you offer legalities, you always offer something under the table. That's not a surprise.
No,
or
you don't always know that. This is what crooked people do.
No, that's not what crooked people
That
do.
is what
You're the
crook-
crookedest
That's not
motherfucker I
no.
met.
That's not what crooked people do. Cause you call your lawyer, hey yo, can I do this? And then your lawyer tells you, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
that's
but
not
they,
being crooked.
they have confidentiality. You don't have confidentiality because you're not the lawyer.
But it's nothing illegal. What are you talking about?
What the fuck?
Nothing illegal in
What's illegal?
That's like insurance fraud, but like
How is it insurance
because
fraud?
it said it's like insurance fraud.
No, it's
Stop.
how?
Because you're setting up a situation for it to happen.
No,
so
he's
I ain't
not.
setting up no damn situation. I'm telling you.
He's not
but you
setting-
just said. But he did. Did he not just say
This is what
he'll-
he's-
under
listen-
the table?
listen,
He'll go ahead and
okay.
find it and find all those
Listen-
situations.
Listen
Look.
to me. What he's saying is,
Thank you, Luis. Help me.
I'm
Ray,
not Luis.
thank you, Ray. Help me out.
so what he's saying is, on that piece of paper,
Yes.
it's only gonna say if you get into any trouble,
Yeah.
if you're assaulted,
Yes.
I will be the middleman between
No,
you.
I
and
got that part.
I got you.
But what I said was there's no value in that because, like you said, you can find another lawyer that can do the exact same thing. You have to find value in his services. And the only way that I can find value in his services is if he finds me Derek Lewis, if he finds me a position where he is vulnerable enough to go ahead and hit me back. That's a position where I would be more inclined to say, you know what, I'll go with his
That's
services.
an erroneous statement.
But what he said was that is under the table. That is quid pro quo. And that is all the services that people give to you under the table.
But they're not necessarily illegal. Is what you're saying. Yeah, you can provide those services. You just can't put them on a contract.
Why can't you put it on a contract?
Because what's the contract?
The contract says
Oh,
that,
I'm gonna set up
No.
a meet with Derek Lewis.
No, that for your services, in order for you to get 50%, you will have to provide me all this legwork.
Yeah.
put that-
Litigation wise, that's all the contract gonna say. Litigation
yeah, but
wise.
here's the problem.
Then
Litigation wise, you're
you can
not
find
a lawyer.
any other lawyer. You can
But
find
that's
any
the
other
thing.
lawyer.
He thinks like that's easy. It's not. And that's where
It
the
is.
No, it is not. No,
To
it is
find
not.
a lawyer?
No, to find a lawyer that is in with you is not. A lawyer that's your team
But
is not.
they don't have to be in with you if you did nothing wrong.
What do you mean?
If you're in a situation,
Oh, right here, Schiffer Law Firm. Number
Yeah.
one Cost Attorney. Best
it-
Oh,
attorneys in
call
Houston.
him. Call him. He's like, hey, yo, I got hit. And you think they're just going to have your back quickly and cheap?
Bro,
and
solo. The Martinez
it'll be
Law
less than
Firm.
50%.
The
Huh?
Bowen Law
It'll be
Firm.
less than 50%.
The Martin Law Firm.
Probably not. Probably not.
LZ and Association.
All of
Rene
them?
Gonzalez Associations. Universal Law Group. All these motherfuckers are going to take my case.
And all those motherfuckers are going to be like, first of all, I'm going to charge you for the consult.
Okay.
I'm going to charge you for the initial meet. I'm going to charge you per every what is it?
Every time that we meet, every time
We meet,
I get it, I
every
get
time.
it.
You
Right.
think that's gonna be less than 50% necessarily? You don't know what it is.
So you're not going to charge for all those things.
No,
So you only charge once everything's done.
exactly.
I can find a
They-
lawyer right now that will only charge me after the litigation's done.
Not that easily. And
The
that's
Texas Hammer only takes money after you win.
that's why. See how many fucking class action lawsuits the Texas Hammer has?
We don't need class action lawsuits.
Huh?
We don't need class
No,
action
how
lawsuits.
go check how many he has against him. A lot.
It doesn't matter how many he has.
Oh, it
against-
matters.
But if
Oh,
you
it
look
matters.
If you look up how much money he has gotten for his clients, it's a lot of money.
Probably is not as much
And
as
I
he's
can
got.
almost guarantee you he didn't take 50%,
Oh, trust me, he's got a lot.
but
And
not 50%.
probably a lot of times he has. You don't know
No,
that.
I do know that.
And this is what I mean.
35%
And
tops.
this is why people get scammed because they believe that shit. And yeah, you are fucking gullible if you believe that. Trust me, if you want a lawyer, it's your lawyer. You don't want to go find one from Google. And I'm telling you from experience.
So how would you find your lawyer?
What do you mean? Because I have a lawyer.
Okay, where'd you find him?
I found them how I found them. I'm not telling you how I found them.
Because it's Google.
Huh?
You find him
No,
on
I did
Google.
not find them on Google.
Okay, how did you find him?
Word of mouth, I found them. I
Okay.
found them through somebody.
I can ask many people, hey, I'm in a bind. This is what happened to me. Do you know anybody?
Luis, you really
And
think
for
people
person
give
to
up
per-
their lawyers like that?
Why wouldn't they?
Because, trust me, you don't want your lawyers to be representing 20 people. You want attention.
If you need a lawyer to be on call like this for so many things, then you're doing something wrong.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. But trust me, the lawyers that you want for that, they ain't on Google.
Okay, and that's okay. And we can find who they are.
So
We can
that's
find-
why. That's him. That's what I'm saying. The scenario you are proposing does not work with a lawyer from Google.
I never said you're gonna find him on Google. He said he was gonna Google it.
No, but you're acting like it's easy to find a lawyer. It's not. For that,
I'm not saying that it's easy, but I can find one that's gonna take
but
less
that's
than
my
50%.
point. That's the service you're providing. Taking that hard work away because it's not easy to find it.
Finding a lawyer.
Finding that type of lawyer, no, it's not. And that's the service you're providing.
I'm sure I could find one.
No, you can.
Okay,
but again,
okay.
that's
It doesn't matter. I can't find one that easily. I will find one that will do it.
But again, that's your question was,
35%.
what's the service? That's the service.
That's not a good
And
enough
again,
service for me.
there-
Not if you're taking 50%.
Okay, now that's your opinion at that point. But what I'm saying is, what's the service you're providing? I just told you what it was. Now you could take it or leave it, but I'm saying you're talking like it's a one-time thing. I'm talking volume here.
How many?
I'm talking volume. You're talking like it's just Derek Lewis.
How many a year? Because at a certain point,
There's so many punches he could take.
no, not even that. At a certain point, there's a pattern that
Imagine
arises.
Derek
First
Lewis
of
was
all-
like, man, they not punch you out last fucking
No,
month.
but you're acting like every time's a punch out. You could get plenty of money from what Dustin Poirier did, and trust me, he took no damage.
No, there's nothing.
And that's what I'm saying. You're acting like every
So
time you're gonna get knocked out.
Is it going to be the same guy every single time?
Huh?
Is it going to be the same guy every single time?
there's
No,
other
it doesn't
UFC
have to be the same
okay,
guy.
that makes more
There's
sense.
no other UFC fighter in
Trust me, this is
Houston.
the whole business plan.
Look, as a business partner, I'm all in.
Okay.
As a person getting the services, I'm all out.
No, that's why, and that's my point. Where I'm sorry to call it, but it's true. Some people are narrow. Some people don't have the reach, and that's cool. Everybody,
No,
can-
you know what the problem is? You know who you
everybody
are.
doesn't have the drive. You know.
You know who you are.
Like I said, as a
Wait,
business
Hold on,
partner,
hold on.
I'm
You know
all
who
in.
you are? You're that cocksucker salesman at the car dealership. Talking about, bro, this is top of the line. It's a Dodge Caravan
It
with
is,
nothing in
man.
it.
You ever
19, it's a 1996 Dodge Caravan. Bro, it is fully loaded. Yeah, fully loaded from 1996, you asshole. Don't fucking
But he
try to
didn't
sell.
lie. See, this is what I'm telling you.
This
I mean,
one.
he's not wrong.
I'm not. He didn't lie. It's still fully loaded. I didn't say it was fully loaded from 2023.
Exactly.
Why are you assuming that?
That's stupid.
You are.
That's stupid on you for assuming
Yeah.
that
No,
a
I'm
1997
not,
car is
I'm
going to
not
have.
buying that, but there's people out there that will go, whoa, fully loaded.
And why are you blaming the car salesman? See, we're
Because
the
they're
victims.
scumbags.
Yeah,
All
we're
of
the
them are
victims.
scumbags. Bro, oh, I'm going to charge you for floor mats?
That's what I
Bitch,
wanna
they
cry
come
right
with
now.
the car.
They don't actually.
You can buy floor mats at fucking Walmart for $10.
Oh, you're not wrong, but the service provided and the situation is that taking away the inconvenience of having to go to Walmart. Nobody ever wants to go to Walmart.
I'll go to Walmart.
I don't get it.
Fuck.
You don't want to go to Walmart, but you want to go and search the world for a lawyer. That's gonna go-
This is completely different. We're talking about car salesmen.
Like,
But
so I'm
either
saying-
way, it's-
Either way, I'm saying MMA fighters have to stop hitting people. Like, guys, understand your pride has to your ego has to be checked at the door at some point. You can't go around hitting everybody that you see. You can't, because there's gonna be people like Luis that are gonna want to take advantage of that.
Hey, don't put me in
I'm
this.
sorry, not Luis.
No.
They're gonna want to take advantage of that. There's gonna be people that want to take advantage of that, and they're gonna go and set up a meeting where, Derek Lewis is just eating. And
I love it how you put this all on me when you were the one with the idea.
You didn't like it when I interrupted your story, right?
I
Please don't
did not.
interrupt mine. All right, so somebody, maybe Luis, maybe not. All right, it will be there where Derek Lewis is eating, and they'll send somebody to ask him for an autograph 20 times, and when Derek Lewis, as he should, says no, and Derek Lewis is walking out, you go and call him names. The person Luis saying gets hit, and then Luis sets up the entire litigation where Derek Lewis has to pay $10,000 for no reason. Shame on you. Let's move on.
About time.
Let's move on to. All right, what's your stupid question of the day?
Stupid question of the day. Since we were talking about vaginas earlier, I heard a
No, we
comment.
weren't. You were.
So true.
See, that's funny.
So true.
There's a comment that I heard that on the spectrum of alpha and beta males, that going down on a girl is a beta move.
No.
That is not a beta move.
I agree with you guys completely.
Who said this?
It was one of those Andrew Tate personality types.
It wasn't Andrew Tate, though.
I know, whatever. You know what I mean. When I say Andrew Tate personality,
I've heard him say that though.
I wouldn't be
Yeah, I
surprised
heard
if he
him say
said it.
that.
Top G, bro. He's right.
So you
So
think
you
it's
do
beta
agree?
to go down on a girl?
No, bro.
But Top G thinks it's beta.
Yeah, but that's Top G, bro. I can't compare myself to Top G.
So he's right.
Yeah, he's right, but I'm wrong.
So it is beta to go down on a girl.
But so he's
Not
right,
in
but
my
you're wrong.
opinion.
So you are wrong.
No, Top
You
G.
just said he's right, but you're wrong. So you are wrong.
No, Top G is right in his own eyes, but I don't believe that that's true.
So
but
you're wrong.
But Top G, you can't say Top G's a liar, so you can't really do
No,
that.
wait. This is just an opinion. It's not a fact. So in his
No,
opinion,
everything that Top G says is a fact.
So it's a fact that
Fucking with you, bro.
beta men
No, that's not true.
go.
Sorry, Tate, can't agree on
And
that one.
it took me a while to try to even understand this. The most I was able to understand is that because you're going down on a girl, it is a submissive position
What?
where she's getting pleasure and you're not. I'm
What's
still
the
trying
question?
to understand. Do you think that going down on a girl is a beta move?
No.
I don't think so either. I just wanted to get your opinions on a stupid statement that I heard.
All right, guys. So, speaking of vaginas, apparently today's topic is vagina.
No, it's
So I just want to ask a question. I want to know, how far have you guys gone to get laid? Like, what is the craziest measure that you've gone to get laid by a girl?
Not very far.
Me neither.
I go to her place. That's it.
No, y'all fucking. Do you notice you're the only one laughing? Stop.
Hey, he laughed too. He just laughed.
He's laughing at you, not with you. What I'm saying is, what is the craziest thing you've done to get pussy from a girl? Like, what's like, how far have you?
My answer stands. Let me hear you answer it first. Maybe that can.
Yeah.
And if you.
No, he's right because I don't get the question either.
So it's more like what measures would you take to get laid?
What do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like
go
like,
watch a whack movie? I've done
yeah,
that.
yeah, like go
I-
watch a movie, or like, you know, go like, or like, you know, like she's drawing something and it looks like dog shit, but you're like, oh my god, that's beautiful. Like, that's,
I'm not gonna lie. If a girl lets you hit after that, yo, hope she ain't your girl.
like, you know, or like, because there's a video like that. It's like, you guys ever seen Not Another Teen Movie?
I've heard of
think
it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I've
but
So
seen
there's
it
like
once.
she's drawing literally stick figures, right?
Yeah.
And the dude walks up and goes, "Oh my god, who is that?" It's like a big stick figure and a small stick figure, and like just big old round eyes. And so she goes, "That's my mother." He goes, "Oh my god, that's beautiful. You have her eyes. Like, it's stick figures. What the fuck you talking about?" But like it said on the caption, it said, "Homie would say anything to hit," you know. So it's like, what I'm saying is, how far would you go to like get laid? Like how big of like, you know what I mean? Just like, what would you do to get laid? If you really like the girl, she's not giving it up, you know, you have to impress her. How would you impress her, pretty much?
Impress her? I thought you said do things. Now you switched the question on
Well,
me.
you do things to impress her, bro. Like, let's say the girl goes, "Oh my god, I love arm wrestlers." So you're like a skinny dude, but you start like lifting weights, you become an arm wrestler or some shit. I don't know, bro. Or like she goes, "Oh my god, like you're a bodybuilder." She goes, "Oh my god, like I love CrossFit." So you just start doing fucking CrossFit.
You know how long this is gonna take?
Oh
That's
god.
the long game.
No, bro. Like what I'm saying, like, but that's what I mean.
What you think you're
What-
gonna
what was
get a
your-
CrossFit body overnight?
What I'm saying is, like, how far are you willing to go? Like, how much of yourself would you change to get laid?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've done that. Now, what I've done, for example, drive a long
Yeah.
distance.
I
Like,
drove 9 hours.
damn.
To get pussy?
That's because we were doing long distance. So she was.
That's a long.
Yeah, she was 9 hours away. I was here in Houston,
Where was she?
Lubbock.
Why didn't you fly there?
The-
Lubbock ain't got no airport.
I think it has an
Seriously,
airport,
bro.
but I didn't have money back then, so
They have like those dirt patches. where you
Yeah,
can land
Lubbock
the
ain't got no
fucking little
airport.
planes.
Uh,
Everybody's going onto a commercial plane. You just see Louise walking into those little propelled fucking planes with no top on it. Just they have to like spin the fucking thing to make it start.
no, man, I don't know. I've only had 2 girlfriends in my life, so
Okay,
that kind of.
Louise.
if you're talking about crazy things, not driving 9 hours is the craziest thing I can think of.
So okay, I saw
Me
this.
sitting through the challenge. That.
Oh, okay.
Because I've sat through seasons of that stuff. And trust me, it ain't because I love it. It's barely because I love you. It's
I just wanted to hit.
yeah.
I just wanted to hit.
Yeah, I sat through the
bro,
whole challenge.
I saw this shit on Instagram today. I sent it to you guys. Some of you might have watched it, bro. So they asked this dude, like, "Hey man, like, like you know, what is the craziest thing you did to get to hit a chick, you know, to like get pussy?" And so he goes, "What was it?" He goes, I pretend like I was dying." So this dude made up a cancer for 2 fucking years, and then he hit, and then now the girl thinks that he's fucking dead.
I wonder if he went bald.
You know, on the video, it does. I thought about that. That was my first thing. Like, bro, did you shave your fucking head?
Like, I don't condone the the action. But I'm
I
like,
mean, how committed are you?
if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah, like
You know
how
what I mean?
committed are you? You know, like are you gonna go like are you gonna like substantially lose a lot of weight by not eating? Are you gonna shave your fucking head bald? You know, put some pale makeup on yourself just to like, oh yeah, I'm dying from like. And then the funeral, like, was she not invited to the fucking funeral? Like, I don't get it.
So true.
Like, bro, fuck.
She doesn't have to be invited.
Huh?
She doesn't have to be invited.
Or maybe she didn't know his family, and the only person that could invite her is dead.
That's easy. That makes more sense.
Yeah, that
Like, it's crazy because like you're gonna die. You make all these invitations to the fucking funeral. You don't think to add her in there. Imagine she posts that shit on Instagram. What a
Well,
dick! He died and didn't even
For
invite
more
me to the
reason, you
funeral.
don't invite her.
No, or it could be a thing where people in life act like if you have cancer, you can't get hit by a bus. Like you can't have cancer and still die for something else.
No, but like what I'm saying is, bro, it's just fucking crazy. Like, like the funeral. Like, what if she goes, "Oh my god, I want to come to the funeral." Are you just gonna like set up a fake funeral too? Like, put yourself in a suit and a casket.
Who's gonna
get a
invite
couple?
her?
Get a couple of
You
homies.
just don't invite her.
Just
That's
don't
it.
invite her.
Nah, bro, you gotta commit to it.
Okay, yeah, but
You-
that
you
one
die.
you can't get
That's a
out of it.
commitment.
She can't come after you when you're dead, fake dead.
Let bury me in there with you, bitch. Get off me.
Look, man, let's move on from this, cause I want to call my boys out here because both of them, and I've always been very honest. I've always been, call me an asshole, call me whatever you want. I've always been very honest where I will never fully trust anybody. I've been open about it. I've been honest about it. But these two tell me, no, if I'm with you, I trust you completely.
Who the fuck said that? Point your finger that way.
No, you said it when you were all madly in love. Now you ain't madly in love. But when you were madly in love, trust me, you were a lot closer to him than you are to me.
No, bro,
And he's always said it.
I've always said it. I said he's the retard that said he would let
He's
his
the
girl
biggest
go on
flip
a.
flopper I've ever heard.
No, no, no,
You're
no,
more of
no.
a big flip flopper
Are
than
you
Donald
fucking?
Trump.
Are you crazy? I'm the one that said I would let my girl go on a 20-day girls
No,
trip.
you did say
You
that.
allowed it.
No,
That's an extreme.
But yeah, I haven't flipped off about that.
No, but
neither have
I
you.
do want to call you out on something.
Oh, you go.
I don't know. I want to call you out on something because last week you said if your girl was cool with her ex and she posted a smiley face or anything under one of her comments, his comments, you would leave her. You did say this. I'm just waiting for the nod of agreement.
Yeah, I think I said.
Yes, you said that. So how would you let her go on a 20-day girls trip, but not let her comment on a guy's?
Yeah. What if her ex is there waiting for her?
No, that's a completely different story. But why on a guy's story or random picture or whatever?
To me, the situations aren't as black as white as they might seem. The time you've spent with the girl makes a big difference. If you are months into the relationship and you are seeing signs that she is still interacting with her ex, that's a red flag. And to me, that's a big red flag.
No, but that's not.
What if
the
she's
scenario.
interacting with the guy that hit on her? How do you feel about that? Like he's actively hitting her.
Define interacting.
Yeah, okay, that's okay.
I'm sorry, but posting a smiley face under a comment is not interacting.
No, that's seeking attention.
But it's different whenever it's your ex.
Still not interacting.
No,
Yeah, it
but-
may
no,
be
but it's-
different, but it's not interacting.
Yes, it is.
How? No. Interaction. You need feedback. You need emotion.
Bro, what the fuck
No,
you think happens after the smiley face?
No, if something happens, then that's interacting. But the smiley face is not interacting.
No, the smiley face is okay. So this is a door, right?
It could be a precursor.
Hold on.
Yeah.
This is a door.
Mhm.
So the smiley face is a key to that door. Motherfucker puts it in, unlocks the door. Now, it is up to you to shut that fucking door. But if the motherfucker opens it and gets in, and you allow him to come in, then yeah, bro, that's interaction.
So that's why I want to go with the concept of trust. There ain't no trust
Interact.
there.
Act in such a way as to have an effect on another.
Which is attention seeking.
That is a way to interact.
So a smiley face has an effect on you.
On me?
Yeah.
No, it has an effect on his girl.
It doesn't.
If it's directed towards her ex,
So if your
Then
ex
yes.
if your ex leaves in a smiley face under your comment under your picture you post right now, it's gonna have an effect on you.
if my ex,
Leaves a comment under one of our videos and she just puts a laughing emoji. That leaves
That's different though, because that's all of us interacting.
no, even if
no,
it's
but
my
it's
Insta- no, no,
clearly
no.
to him.
Even if it's
Yeah.
even if it's my Instagram,
Yeah.
that she is interacting. I don't have to interact back.
Again, but would it have an effect with you?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't.
'cause again,
No.
you're saying because that was the definition of interacting. Something that has an effect.
Yes.
So does that have an effect? A smiley face, does it have an effect?
It doesn't have an effect on him, but it has an effect on the guy she's seeing now.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
No, that's you assuming that. And that's what I'm saying.
But
Where's
see-
the
but
trust
see-
factor?
In
but
such
here?
a way as to have an effect.
Has to have an effect.
But it doesn't have to have an effect.
Okay, it could have an effect. Do you think it could have an effect?
It could,
He doesn't know. How could he fucking
That's
know?
what I'm saying. So where does the trust factor come in here?
You're misunderstanding what the fuck he's saying. He's not talking about that happening. What he's saying is for him,
Mm-hmm.
for Luis,
Yes.
if his girl puts a smiley face on her exes in his boundaries and fucking standards, that's wrong. So he fucking leaves.
Okay, cool.
Now, hold on. If his ex does it to him and her
not his fault,
Hold
obviously,
on, hold on. And if the ex if the new boyfriend of his ex goes, "Oh, that's cool. You left a smiley face. Yeah, put one in there for me." Then that's okay.
Oh, fine, perfect.
But that's not crossing his boundaries, but it's crossing his boundaries.
Perfect. Now, where does the trust factor come in here? If you don't trust that, what the hell do you trust? If you
That I
don't,
can't-
if
that
you
I
don't
can't-
trust a smiley face, what the hell do you trust? Because
A
I've
20-day
heard,
trip.
I've heard I trust a whole lot. That don't seem like a whole lot to me. So that's my question. Where does the trust factor jump in here?
so.
Yeah.
I can't wait to fucking hear this.
That's my
I can't
question.
wait to hear this.
Yeah, that's
See,
my only question. I
you
have
know,
no- I
hey,
have-
teamwork makes the dream work.
I have
So
no problem.
I put the landing on
Yeah.
Lubbock, and this motherfucker landed the plane. Now it's your turn to fucking.
I
board
have
it out.
no problem with your reaction. I don't.
But now
Yeah.
tell us the trust part, because
Exactly.
you will let your girl go on a 20-day girl trip where her ex might be fucking there, but a smiley face. Oh, bitch, we done. Go ahead. Go ahead, hero.
And now, looking from the outside, don't you think those are two different spectrums?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But you're assuming that the 20-day girl trip is going to be a trip where she's going to get dick down.
No,
Yeah.
I don't assume that. I don't assume that.
I
No.
assume that.
I'm not. Again, you.
I don't assume it. I fucking
No,
believe it.
I need
Yeah,
you-
but that has to do with your insecurities, not mine.
What insecurity, bro?
We've had this conversation.
We're gonna have
Your
it again.
insecurities
Ain't
are
no
different than my
insecurity.
insecurities,
Ain't
and I'm
no-
okay, and I trust my girl.
No, it's fine
trust
because
my
I
lady.
have those insecurities. I don't mind them saying, but to me, okay, yes, me not allowing my
So
girl.
how are you not secure enough for a smiley face? then?
Exactly.
because that's a obvious, flagrant attempt at get an interaction with somebody
That's
that
a
you know.
flagrant
Yeah,
attempt.
absolutely.
Then what is a non-flagrant attempt?
An eggplant emoji.
Yeah.
Okay. That is an obvious attempt to try to get attention from
Okay,
somebody
okay.
who you used to
No,
have
but that doesn't
relations
answer
with.
the question. What's a non-flagrant?
Okay, forget that
attempt?
I used the word flagrant. Forget that I used
Oh,
that
so
word.
it's not a flagrant attempt.
Forget that I used the word flagrant.
No, but I just want to know if it's
No,
a
it doesn't
flagrant
matter if it's
attempt or not.
flagrant or not.
Oh,
It's an
it-
obvious attempt.
No, it matters.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Okay, I'm not going to answer the question
Why not?
because it doesn't matter. It's a misuse of the word.
No,
it's a
but-
misuse of the word.
No, the word was used right.
No, it wasn't. It was if you want to use it, you can go ahead and
Okay.
use it. But I don't want to use it. It is an obvious attempt to try to get interaction with somebody you've had relations
Okay,
with.
let me ask a question. What's a non-obvious attempt?
I don't know. You post a picture and it happens to get interaction, the attention of her ex. She wasn't she wasn't trying to be overt about getting interaction with her.
So the obvious attempt of what? Reigniting something or?
It doesn't matter if it's reigniting. It's just you're trying to have conversations, communications, or just get the attention.
You're trying to
of
grab
of
the
ex. Doesn't
attention
matter.
of the person. So like it's almost like, because you got to understand something. Exes, it's a very touchy situation, right? Because if somebody's if she's been dating a girl for 6 months, but there's an ex involved that they were together for 3-4 fucking years, you can't take away 3 years and you can't replace it with 4 months. You know what
And
I
then
mean?
also-
hold on, I'm fucking talking.
Go.
But what I'm saying is, so that's a very slippery slope, because no matter what he does, there's still some part of her that still remembers the ex, right? So the moment she snatches the attention of the ex is like, oh wow, she's still thinking about me, bro. Let me slide into the DMs. You're openly giving this dude attention to get attention back.
I could wholeheartedly disagree with that. Why? Because I refuse to believe that because you cheat once or you cheated before, that means that you will always cheat, right?
That's true.
Once a cheater is always a cheater, or once a cheater is not always a cheater?
It's not always a cheat.
I agree.
I think if you cheat, you can change. I also think if you have feelings for somebody, those feelings can completely go away and y'all are cool. I have seen with my own eyes. Exes become the best of friends, completely platonic. Now, I also know for a fact, this is not an opinion, for those three things to happen, an ungodly level of trust that I don't have the ability to show needs to be offered, right?
Great.
Now, I've heard in this room.
What's that big dude's name?
Greg.
Greg?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
True.
He would have that kind of fucking trust.
And that's okay.
That's fine. Yeah, there's no problem with that. What I'm just saying is that a lot of guys say they have that level of trust when no, you don't.
No.
And that's what I'm saying. I've heard I trust you completely. No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't.
But I also said until you give me a reason not to. Now,
Those are semantics, Luis. Those are
no,
semantics
it makes
because you define what's a reason not to. That's not
signing a smiley face.
Huh?
Signing a smiley
That's why
face.
you define it. And at that point, anything you can make up is like, yeah, I give you until I give you a reason not to. Then it goes to 20%. Then it goes to 50%. That's a blanket statement. Like, and that's what I'm saying. They are ridiculous men, I'm sorry, that I believe out there that do. They have no problem with their ex, who when there's no kid involved, having interactions with their.
That's insane.
To me, that's insane. But trust me, I
And I'm
know
not
it
saying-
works.
I'm not saying that can't happen.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The concept of trust nowadays gets blurred. And people say, yeah, I have it. No, you don't. I trust you with my wallet. Here, take it. I trust you with my car. Take it.
So what you're trying to say is that because I wouldn't trust her not to post a picture of a smiley face.
No, because we could come up with a dozen scenarios.
No, but in this situation, this is the scenario you brought up.
No, another one. We can
No,
bring up
but okay.
another
Well, let's use this one
one. Okay.
because I wouldn't trust my significant other to put a picture of a smiley face and not have any ulterior motive.
No, the answer is no. It's not because of that.
Okay.
It's because there's more scenarios. If there was only that one scenario, then we'd be like, okay, he just doesn't trust that. But we know there's more.
No, but I can trust my significant other wholeheartedly because she hasn't done that.
How do you know?
This doesn't matter.
No, but
Yes, it does.
no, but then you want to. Then at that point, it's like, I think the concept of trust is that when she does something in the middle, when there's something gray that's not
Okay.
black or white, I think we would all agree that's a gray area.
And okay, so like
Yeah.
posting a picture.
When you do commit a quote unquote crime or sin in a gray area, you have to trust it if you trust it wholeheartedly, right?
Okay, so just so we're on the same page, you're saying that if she does that, what I would do is take it from 100% to close to 0.
No, I don't know. What I'm saying.
No. But
don't know.
but what a true 100% trust is means that you take it from 100%, and even after that, it's still 100%.
That's the little definition of the word, right?
So you trust, but you're trusting
And that's what I'm
without the
saying.
benefit of the
The
doubt that nothing is
concept of
happening.
trust of 100% does not exist. That's my point here.
Okay.
That doesn't exist, and there's a not just.
But you can trust until you're given reasons not to trust.
But again, semantics. What anything could be the reason not to.
And exactly.
if a guy walks- if a guy
you're
wa-
right. You're right. But that you set your own definitions for that.
That's what I'm saying.
But a person can trust until they're giving signs. Maybe I shouldn't trust you as much as I think I should trust
and
you.
at that point, yeah. So that's my point. That gives me that's what I'm saying. The concept of trust to 100% never exists. It doesn't exist. Why? Because if a guy's walking down and she turns, is that a reason to stop trusting? If
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You
And-
just why? Bro, why do you do this?
Let me-
Why-
no.
hold on. Why the
Let me ask you a
fuck do
question.
do
How many
this?
times have you seen a girl going down the road and you don't look back?
I don't.
You never look back at any girl. You've never. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
When my girl's next to me?
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yes,
Yo,
it
let me
does.
ask you this
Because
question.
it's the same action.
But
No,
let's,
it's not.
Let's go gray area. First of all, let's go gray area.
I love when he does that to me. He goes like, fuck you.
But it doesn't matter. The action's still the same.
No,
Whether you look at her.
Not.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
This
Bro,
is a gray area.
Hold on. I want to say one thing before you say that. Okay, you're talking to us, right? Your girlfriend treats you like shit. You're like, dude, she's such a bitch today. I wish the fuck you would go say that to her fucking face.
I wouldn't even say that around my friends. When have you ever heard me say something bad about my girl?
You're
Ever.
different. I guess you're a different breed of fucking.
I don't talk negatively about my significant other to other people.
I do. because
We
it's
all do.
honest. I'm going to be
honest,
honest.
bro.
I'm going to be like, does she get on my nerves? Absolutely.
But you never say that to her.
Oh, I say it to her.
Would you take care of it with the person who?
Yeah, I
you
say
have
it to
a
her.
problem with?
Absolutely, I say it to her. And I say here because I got to put on a good show. So I say to her and I say here. And I mean it. Now, you're acting like, because I'm fully aware it would be unfair for me for her to be perfect when I'm nowhere near close. So let's start with that. And second of all, I want to go back to the gray area. Why? Because when you give me a reason not to, it could even be a misunderstanding could be a reason not to. Why? Because a guy's walking, but she saw something right before he walked.
Could be whatever. It was.
Yeah,
Right.
she saw something. He walks. She turns to see, but he's there. That's there. You don't know, right? You don't know what she turned to
But
see.
I ask, what the fuck you looking at?
You gonna believe her?
Huh?
You gonna believe her?
That's true. Are you going to believe
Yeah,
it?
you gonna believe her? And let's say it was
If she
was
points-
100% honest.
If it was 100%, and she,
You
and I
wouldn't
s-
know, though.
Yeah,
Hold on,
you
hold on,
would
hold on. But like, if when I go, what are you looking at? She goes, I'm looking at that right there. And if it's her interest, I'll believe it. But if she's interested in fucking shorts and she's looking at fucking sweatpants, I'll be like, bitch, you ain't interested in that.
But what if she was?
In sweatpants?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If your girl never wore a pair of Adidas in her life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys are walking by the Adidas store, and she looks over at the Adidas store.
And she, let's
But
say,
she likes shoes, doesn't she?
no. And let's say she's like, you know what I was thinking? Maybe I should finally get a pair of Adidas.
Yeah, it could be whatever the situation.
What would
is.
you say at that point?
I don't believe that.
I feel like
exactly. But what if it was wholeheartedly true?
Nah.
It's fucked, right? And then the 100% reason, that's a reason not to trust now when she did nothing wrong. So this is what I'm saying. The concept of trust of 100% does not exist because it's
can- look,
in
it
your
can-
mind.
It can go away.
So it comes down to your judgment.
it is naive
Yeah.
to stay trusting at 100% when you're given red flags. Now, red flags are not reasons not to trust. I guess to a passing
There's
grade
a red flag to a
70%.
red flag, Luis, and you know this.
No, and you're completely right. But if it said flags, like one thing might not make me not trust you all the way. Two things might not make me trust you all the way.
But again, depends on what they are.
Of course, there's levels to it. You're not
'cause
wrong when you're saying that.
I'm telling you. But it's again, if her ex posts a picture of his wedding and his newborn son, and she puts a smiley face under it, a man could see it as a red flag, right? Personally, I would.
But this is why
you know
things are
what
so
I would
black
see?
and white.
And
You know,
that's my
No,
point.
But you know what I would see?
But that's what I've said from the get-go.
Hey,
no, because
no,
100%,
yes.
100% is black or white. It's not gray.
No.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
listen, you know what? You know what
100%
I
is
would
black
think.
or white.
You know what I would think if she put a smiley face to that. And this is gonna sound crazy, but I would be like, "Wow, bro, she wants that for herself with that guy. That's why she put the smiley face. She wanted
But
the wedding and the
that's-
kid with him."
See that?
But those
see
are
what I mean?
insecurities. Those are personal insecurities that arise in situations, and that's okay for everybody to have their own personal insecurities.
And
So
that-
why is the smiley face your insecurity?
exactly.
It's not. Look, it's not the smiley face, and of course, context matters. If it's a picture of a wedding and they're getting married, great. I don't think that I would have much problem with that.
You should.
But if it's a picture of just him walking his dog, then why are you
She
interacting with
likes
your
the
ex?
dog.
She could like dog.
Why? Okay. And then I'm gonna ask questions. Why? And she tells
Would
me.
you believe it?
If she tells me, okay, so she's walking the dog, great. Now I will probably do more research.
Now
and
it
if
goes
I
from
and-
100
and
to
stop,
What are you gonna go
stop, stop,
talk
stop.
to the fucking dog?
And if I go through his pictures and I see that there's other pictures without the dog and just himself,
But again, Luis, again.
But see,
and she's
when I-
liking
okay,
those
but
pictures,
see-
then
Hold on,
there's
hold
gonna
on.
be a problem.
My concept of trust. You know when your concept of trust is broken?
When?
When you went for the research.
There you go.
If
No, but I'm not saying that her liking the picture of her and her dog and her telling me that it's because of her dog, that's a red flag.
No, hold on.
That's
Let
a
me
red,
ask you,
that's a red
and
flag.
that's my point.
And I'm not gonna go
if
from
you would
100.
trust it You're like, okay, that's what it was.
I trusted her 100% until she gave me a reason not to trust,
Which was liking the picture of the dog.
which was liking the picture that happened to have a dog in it. Now, yes,
That's a
and
reason
that's
not
going
to
to take it
trust.
from 100 to 99. And that 99, the 1% is enough for me to go through his pictures and see if she's liked other pictures.
You don't think that's a little like?
No, absolutely not.
There's no way you don't believe that. That's you being stubborn right now. That's you being stubborn right now.
That-
Absolutely.
that-
You
there's-
gotta.
there's-
That's
there's
you
no
being
way
stubborn.
away. There's no way away. But-
There's no way that you don't think that that's an untrustworthy action.
What?
To when you go and you ask a question, right? She answers the question with an acceptable answer, and you go and do research on.
Oh, you know,
history.
that's breaking trust.
That's
You don't
breaking
her.
trust.
How is that breaking trust?
That's
Because
you not trusting.
Okay, but
that's
know,
you being on.
Hold on.
That's
no,
you
no,
not trusting.
You know
no,
why?
but I already said.
Okay, but do you
that-
know why? Do you know why it's you breaking trust at
Okay.
that point? Because you're not taking her word for it.
Mhm.
Okay, and you are completely right. Both you and you.
Yeah.
I am breaking trust. I'm no longer at 100 because you gave me a reason not to trust you. So now you're not at 100. You're at 99. That 1% is enough for me to go to scroll through
99.
to at least to at
99.
least the last 3 pictures. And if I see that you've liked the last 3 pictures and they have nothing to do with the
Now
dog,
you're at 75.
then now we're gonna have a conversation.
So let's say she likes. Does it go to 100? Because she's gonna have an acceptable answer, Luis. You know this, right? So she's gonna have an
A
acceptable
woman
answer.
has an answer before you
Yeah.
ask
An
her
acceptable
question.
answer for her, not necessarily for me.
Yeah, but no, she's gonna have an acceptable answer for you. She's gonna have that.
No, not for me.
She's gonna be like,
Look, if the dog wasn't an acceptable answer for me, then any other
No,
answer
I'm not-
that she's gonna give is not gonna be an acceptable answer for me.
So-
oh, so it's over.
no, I never said it was over. I said I'm not gonna trust fully anymore. So
So then why ask the questions? Why ask?
Yeah, what is
Just
the-
don't trust and fuck it.
Yeah, what do you mean? What's an acceptable answer then? Because let's say again, fuck it. Let's say she likes a picture of him, shirtless, coming from the gym,
Okay.
and
Oh, you're breaking up.
and the answer is like, I like his hard work, the strive, like the dedication.
That's not a good enough answer for me.
Huh?
So then it's
But there's no good enough answer for that type of
So
situation.
there's no answer. That's my point. There's no good enough answer.
Not for that type of situation.
No, but again, it leaves you in. It leaves.
Look, I'll give you a scenario because I think this is where it's going way too long. She likes a picture of the dog, of him and the dog, right?
Okay.
And this has to be his ex.
What
her
if he's
ex.
shirtless with walking the dog?
Yeah, whatever. It don't matter. Because honestly, it doesn't matter.
I look back at the last 5 pictures, and out of those 5 pictures, there's one with the dog, one without, and the only one that she likes is the one with the dog. I'll bring it back up to 100.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
Again,
do.
because next time you'll do the same
No,
thing.
how are you going to tell me that I
No,
would?
Luis,
That's not
okay. Lie to me and tell me that next time you won't do the same thing.
I won't do the same thing.
So you won't look through it.
Wait, next time I won't do what?
So next time she likes one of his pictures, you're not gonna go through.
No, because next time it will go back
Can I
from
say-
100 to 99.
I'm about to,
Or
I'm about-
98 or 97,
No,
whatever you
hold
want
on,
to call
hold
it.
on,
Luis,
hold on,
that's
hold
my
on.
point.
hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna throw this out there, and I'm just gonna defeat all this whole conversation in one sentence. Why is she following or friends with her ex on social media? Why?
And this is the same
That's a
conversation
different
we had.
conversation.
Yeah, it's the same
No, it's
conversation
the
we had
same
last week.
conversation. Why?
Who cares why?
No.
No, again, because he trusts completely. That's
Yeah,
why.
because and we had this conversation last week.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with her being
Yeah, but that's a different
friends with her ex
conversation.
on social media?
And I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, truth be told, because you said you would be okay with it, right?
Yeah, I would be okay with it.
Okay, but you won't be.
No, I would be.
No, you won't. And I'll
I'm
tell you
telling
why.
you, I would be.
I tell.
Both of you guys have done this. Ask me a question. I say what my answer is, but now
Yeah, but
you're
you're
speaking for me.
contradicting
Yeah, you're
yourself.
contradicting
That's
yourself.
why.
How am I contradicting myself?
Because
No, if you
again-
shut the fuck up for 2. What I'm saying is, they're not gonna trade fucking chicken recipes, bro. Like
No,
they're
okay,
gonna.
this is his answer was that he wanted them to be friends but not interact.
I don't want them to be friends.
Or he
but
didn't
if she
mind-
feels
he-
like she has
he
to be
didn't
friends
mind
with
them
him
be
for
friends,
whatever
but they
reason,
couldn't
go ahead and be
interact.
friends with
No,
him.
that's a red flag right off the beginning.
We already said that was we disagree with that statement. Now, my point is 100% is literally saying trusting blindly,
No, fuck no.
right? That's what 100% means. Trusting blindly.
Yes.
If you feel the need to go do research of any is not trusting blindly.
Okay.
And that's my point. That the concept of trusting blindly does not exist.
In this dojo.
It doesn't.
But so to me, trusting blindly is trusting that while I'm here, my lady is at home by herself.
So
I don't know that she is. I don't know that she isn't.
And I agree with you on that
So
point.
that is blindly.
And that's why
Now,
I agree
if
with
I
you.
see it,
Then that's not blindly, Luis. Because that's not
no,
blindly.
because I can see it. Blindly is trusting that everything you do, everything that you don't see, is what she tells you that what it is.
Of course, because you know she's not gonna cheat in front of you, like so obviously. But like, trust him blindly. Because yeah, we all trust that when our girl is at home, she's not banging somebody else.
So you know.
But trust me, that don't put me at 100% trust,
You.
and that don't put anybody at 100% trust.
I'm 100%
Because
right now.
again, if the smallest little issue,
hold
which
on.
will happen,
Let me ask you a question. So right now, your girlfriend's home alone?
Yes.
Do you guys live together?
Yes.
Okay. So right now, she's home alone
Yes.
without you being there.
Again, yes.
So if, hold on.
yeah,
So if you text her and you said, "Hey, babe,"
Blindly to me means trusting somebody blindly means that whatever I don't see is whatever she tells me it is. If she says I'm at the club with my friends, I'm trusting you at the club with your friends. I'm trusting you that you're rejecting any guy that does come your way. I'm trusting that you're staying loyal in the situation. If you're at home, that you're at home by yourself and that you're not with nobody else.
so if you pick
Now, if I see something, if I get home and there's a car in the driveway, that's something. What
what would you do if there was a car in the driveway?
you would ask questions.
Huh? Nah, I ain't no.
No,
answer.
you obviously, because it could be somebody. Doesn't mean nobody's smashing her.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. But if I see a car in the
it
driveway,
depends on a lot of different things, but we'll
if I see
cut
a
that
car
out.
in the driveway, I'm not knocking. I'm using my key to get in that
Obviously,
No, but you
No, you said if you see a car in the driveway, not if you walk in and see somebody banging her. That's
house.
different.
No. The car, no.
like,
The-
how do I
once
not know that
bro, once-
it's one of her friends?
No,
I'm not
once
gonna-
I see a car in the driveway, I am now Jason Bourne, bro.
So you can start shooting.
No, I'm not shooting.
So
dumbass.
what? So I thought you said you're Jason Bourne. Yeah, that's what he does,
That's
right?
what he does.
I'm gonna sneak into the house and be like, "Who the fuck is it?" Like, I'm not gonna make any noise. I'm gonna take my shoes off outside so you don't hear nothing. I'm gonna fucking unlock and like close the door slowly, just lock
Then
it.
when you see her, are you gonna ask a question?
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna walk in and be like, "Hey, who's that in bed with you all naked and shit?"
Again, see, you go to this. My point is, you go in and you ask a question, right? Now, if you're,
What kind of question would you ask if there's a dude?
and that's
being
what
naked?
his,
no,
his
if-
definition
if-
of trusting blindly is
He
that-
believes it.
No, his definition
No.
is not, and that's where I have a problem with it, because he won't believe it. He says trusting blindly is that
If I see that there's
when
a
I'm
picture
not
that
around, I believe she's not doing something. Obviously, we're all at that point.
Okay.
Now,
now
my definition now.
to what you were saying, if I see that she liked her ex's picture, now that is something that I've seen.
Okay, but what I'm saying is this. You need to find a good medium, bro. Because I'll tell you like this. You could text her
finally got
right
a good
now.
point.
You,
He did. He's right.
you
From
could
the most extremist guy,
Yeah.
but okay.
But you could text her right now and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she could go, "Oh, I'm home, just hanging out, babe, watching a movie."
Okay.
And you would go, "Oh yeah, that's cool."
What would you?
Yes.
Hold on. But but imagine she goes, "Hey, let me know when you leave the podcast." You know, like, okay,
Oh,
cool,
no,
I'll
yeah.
let you know.
No, I've
Hold
Oh,
on,
go ahead.
you would go, "Oh, she wants to know when I'm gonna make it home."
He won't.
Me,
Would you?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
you're
you
stupid.
I don't have any reason to trust
No,
to think that
me,
she's not.
without in my head, I'm going, why the fuck she wanna know what time
Oh,
I'm leaving?
absolutely, me too.
So at that point, I would say bye to you guys and go home.
Again, that's y'all's insecurities.
No, it's cool. Whatever.
Insecurity.
No, yeah, whatever.
It is
No.
an insecurity.
No, it's cool. No, Luis, trust me. If you think that your girl has feelings for her ex or something because she left a smiley
face.
face, it's also an insecurity. I don't care how you look at it. It's exactly
no,
what it is.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree completely.
All right. So yeah, we
You
all
were.
we
you-
all have
you
our
call me-
insecurities.
You call me extreme, but you go to the extreme.
that is a type of an extreme. You know this, right?
let's say it is.
You're the
Yeah.
reverse extreme.
Yeah,
You
that's-
take the smiley face as a breakup, but the 20-day girls trip, you're completely fine
Yeah,
with it.
he goes from we've
What the
we've
fuck?
had, and you are absolutely right when he needs to find a medium. He does, because my definition of trusting blindly, and I truly wholeheartedly believe this, most people's definition of trusting blindly is I believe what she says, which no man ever does. Because you said it, there is no acceptable answer. And I wholeheartedly believe there is genuine women who like the picture of their ex who went to the gym and have no intimate feelings of their ex. Those women do exist. Now, I can't
but
prove
the
that that's my
exception
woman.
doesn't nullify the rule.
What's the rule?
That if you
Don't put the smiley face.
if a girl's liking a picture of a half naked dude, it's probably because they have some sort of attraction for it.
Who made up that rule?
Most
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
I can't wait till we get off fucking camera.
That's
You-
a trap that works. Exactly.
Oh, I can't wait till we
Men,
get off this pod.
Untrustworthy men made
Right.
up that rule, and that's my point.
not untrustworthy, man.
Exactly,
Science
untrustworthy
tr-
men. What,
Who?
Science.
What science?
Luis? There's millions of girls who like pictures of millions of men who know they don't meet and they don't want intimate relationships with them.
No, but they find it attractive.
Yeah, so. Oh,
So
you
I'm
think?
not-
Hold on. You
so-
think your girl doesn't find her ex attractive? That's a secret to you?
But I would
So,
hope.
what you're saying is a woman who likes a half naked dude is somehow there's a little bit of attraction there. Is that what you're saying?
No. And
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Let him answer.
No.
Let him fucking answer.
It's an obvious yes. Just say yes so we can move on.
You want me to bring this up, or you want to get it off?
No, just say yes or no.
No, because it's not yes or no. Because your situation is different.
Oh, you brought up your situation.
That's
again?
what- yes.
We just talked about it 30
I
seconds.
just
I'm
said
gonna-
don't
I have
fucking.
to. No, I have to keep everything on the podcast if we're going to talk about this.
Why are you
We're
doing
gonna talk
this?
about it after the podcast.
Yeah, why are
Okay.
you doing it? No. And first of all, we didn't bring up a half naked man. We said a man in the gym.
No, he said half naked.
No, and
I know. I did
trust
say
me,
half
he
naked.
would have a problem with the gym picture if he had a problem with the guy walking the dog. So yeah, he would have a problem with the gym picture. So again, a woman could like that picture and have no type of intimate feelings. Those women exist. But
I
I
agree.
100% am with you that I would have a problem with it. But I have admitted that I'm nowhere near of a shit. I'm not even 50, 60, 70% of a trust because I do have those insecurities. You have proven with your actions that you have those insecurities
The
plenty of times.
situation here is not that it's a half naked guy. Is that not that it's a
It's the X.
it's the ex.
Yes.
That's all it is for me.
That's what do you mean? That's a lack of trust. That's all I'm trying. I'm not saying that's a problem.
I never said it wasn't.
If there's a lack of trust, it's not 100% trust. Those two. That's an
I've
oxymoron.
agreed to that.
No, you said if she answered, I'll go back to 100. You said
No.
that.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh, we can play it back, Luis. We can.
We play back.
Let's put money on it.
How much?
Put the number you want.
50.
1,000, Luis.
No, 50.
1,000.
50.
1,000.
I don't have that much money.
I have that much money.
What,
1,000.
I don't.
1,000.
50.
Why are you so
Why are
worried
you so
about it?
worried about it?
Yeah, I
Because
thought you just say it.
It's 1,000.
It's because you say it with your chest, you know?
No, and I mean it, and that's what you said.
No, this is what I said.
Luis, put 1,000 on it if that's what you really meant.
No, I don't.
Because that's what I really mean. You said back to 100.
How do I not know that it didn't cut it off?
We can play right now. We can play right now.
500.
I'm down.
500. Okay. Wait. This is what I said. This is what I said. I said, if the picture is liked,
Yeah.
I'll go down to 3 or 4 or 5 pictures. And after the picture is liked, I'll go down to 99, 98, whatever you want to call it. After I've seen the pictures, if the only one that's liked is the one with the dog, or no other one is liked, then I'll go back up
to 100.
Yes, what I said.
But you were doing research.
No, but you said what you just said is that if she responds, that's all I was looking at. Then I'll
No,
go ahead
I
and go
never
back.
said
That's exactly what you said.
No, I did not.
You just said that if I say,
Luis, we started this by me saying.
Yes.
By me saying. Lack of trust means not 100%. And
I agreed
your
with that.
response was said, I agreed with that. And I was like, no, because you said you would go back to 100 because 100 is 100%. And
But
lack
again,
of trust does not go with 100%. That's not what it was said.
And
That's
then-
what
and
we
I
then-
will trust her to 100%.
What he's saying is you
but
will go
there's
back
lack
to 100.
of trust.
You will go back to 100, but you won't go back to 100.
So you won't go back to 100.
Because there's no such thing as
Because
going
there's
back
lack
to
of
100.
trust, Luis.
How's there lack of trust?
If you-
after I looked
I
at
answer-
the other,
if you feel-
after I looked at the other picture,
here's-
no, wait.
You asked me a
After
question.
I
Let me
looked-
answer.
Here's
You
how
asked me
I-
a question.
Hold
You asked-
on.
He asked me a question. Let me answer.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me just say one
Yeah.
thing. Here's how we solve this dilemma. After she liked the picture, after you looked at the 5 pictures, hold on. After you looked at the 5 pictures, right? Now it's back to 100. Let me ask you a question. A week from then, maybe
Yes.
2 weeks after that, Would you go back to
Nope.
his pictures and look
No,
again?
he says he won't. Now,
That's-
if
I call
when
bullshit on
you
that.
Me too.
You
But when
can.
you feel the need to do the research, it means lack of trust because you're not believing what she's saying.
But I agree with that as well.
And when there's lack of
As
trust,
soon as I see that she liked the picture,
but again,
it goes
that's
to
not bad.
90. It goes to not 100%.
But you're supposed to trust the action if you have 100% trust.
Yeah. You shouldn't be doing research if
Yeah.
you're 100%.
No, I had 100% trust until you gave me a reason not to.
So then you don't have 100%
Then
trust.
you don't have 100% trust.
And your trust should not go back
That's
to
my
100%.
point.
Because that's already engraved in your head.
Yeah.
And I guarantee
That's
you
what
say you
I've
say
always
you won't-
told you. That statement doesn't go.
But and here's the crazy part. You're saying you won't go back and look. You would go back and look.
I'm telling you that I wouldn't.
No.
You know why? You know why you would? Because you did it fucking once and you're gonna do it again.
No,
Because
and
now it's
No,
engraved.
No, I
in your
wouldn't.
head.
If he
I
says
really
something,
wouldn't.
we have to go with his word.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
We have to go with his word. Now,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. 100% trust. Then
yeah,
you're right.
We have to go with his word. Now, what you have to admit is that 100% trust, and to give me a reason not to, is an eroding statement.
So you think it's like an oxymoron?
It's an oxymoron.
Okay.
It absolutely is.
Because one can't be
One
with the
can't
other.
go with the other.
So the moment what you're saying is that the moment that
Because if
you untrust for mistrust for 1 second, then you never had 100 in the first place.
Exactly.
Ah, okay.
so, yeah, and if you're like, I trust you 100% until you give me a reason
Hey.
not to, then what the fuck
Yeah.
are you trusting?
From
Hey.
now on, I trust 99.99%.
Hey, let me ask you a question. So now that
If
he
you ask
admitted
me about
that,
liking
so it's
half naked
250,
picture,
250. We splitting that, right?
I definitely
500.
won that bet.
no, that's not.
Well, you did.
I definitely won that bet.
And since I helped you win that bet, I get some money from that.
Wait,
Like,
how did
it's
you
up
help?
to-
Wait. 'Cause I'm
I
on
would
your.
give you money because I definitely won that bet. He said I never said we'll go back to 100, and we could actually play that too.
No, but you said and we'll put money on it.
We can.
You said
You're losing a lot
We
of money
can.
tonight, bro.
no. I'm reiterating what you said, and we'll put money.
Oh,
on it.
like 'cause we can put more if you want.
You said that I said that once she tells me the answer to the question, that I'll go back to 100%, and that's not what I said.
I'm pretty sure I didn't say that.
I'll put money on that.
You want to? Because
I'll do 100. I'll do 100 this time.
you had to.
I'll do 100.
So you only pay me 400.
No, because because
I don't get
if
it. So I gotta pay my bet, but you don't gotta pay.
no, if that is what you said, then you owe me 600. If that's not what you said, I owe you 600.
Luis, the premise of the bet was that I said again. We don't have to go
Okay.
through it. That there's 100%. You're like, I agreed with that.
The
and
premise of the
and,
bet
and
is
then I
what?
said, but you said I would go back to 100. And then,
After she responded to the question, that's what you said. You said that,
you said that after I said, oh yeah, I'll put money on that. I didn't say that.
that you didn't say what?
I said that I'll go back to 100, and then right after that, you said I didn't say that, and I said yes, you did. I didn't say nothing right after, and we could put money as much as you want.
No. I agree with that.
Yeah.
What your
I
statement
didn't
was,
say that. I
what
promise
your statement was, and I'm gonna have a bitch cut in this because I have to put it
Yeah.
back. What the statement was.
Mhm.
What your statement was. So what you're saying is, if she likes the picture, you're gonna ask a question, and when she responds, you're gonna go back to 100. I said no. That's not what I said.
I said that when we made the bet.
That's the. I said I'll put money on it. That's what you said. That's how the bet went.
No, but that little
That- yes,
When you
and-
like the picture, you're gonna go back to 100.
When you go, if she likes the picture, you're gonna ask her a question. She's gonna respond to the question, and then after she responds to the question, you're gonna go back to 100. That's what you said, and that's what I was betting to. Because that's not what I said. I said I would look at the other pictures. Depending on what the other picture was, I'll go back up to 100.
I think he's flaking on the bet, but whatever.
Well, no, we'll go back to it.
Yeah, we'll
And
go
I
back to
hate
it.
to lose $500, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
We'll go back to it now. But I did win this argument.
You of the oxymoron.
That statement makes
it's an
no
oxymoron.
sense and does not exist. That concept.
Unless you truly trust 100% and you're naive to anything, any red flags.
And that concept does not exist of trusting 100.
You don't think nobody ever trusts 100%?
No,
Why would the fuck?
About
would-
anything or about just significant
because at
others?
that point, and this was never you, and this is why I said you've never trusted 100%.
Right.
It would be that literally your girl comes in, with half her clothes off, like underwear in her bag,
Right.
heels on her in her hand, hair all messed up, and she's like, I was just hanging with my friends.
Right.
And at that, and if you truly trust 100%, you would have to believe it
If yes, without a
Right.
shadow of a doubt. Yes.
without a shadow of a doubt.
And
And
you
that-
would, won't you?
You just said, and I agreed
And
that
that's
I
what I'm saying.
wouldn't.
This was never Luis. But Luis has this misconception again. And we could go for it. It's too long of a podcast, or we could go into the
So from
conversation.
now on, what I'll say is
Then we-
99.9%, because that 0.1% is enough to do everything else.
No, it's not again.
To
That's
mistrust everything
You
else.
sound like a fucking Lysol commercial.
And
Just
this is
stop.
this is
And
why
that's
I tell
okay?
you that he's stubborn. Like he has this need.
I do agree with
He
that.
has this freaking need.
I do agree with that.
To like be an extremist. And because you're right, he does have to find the medium and
I am
refuses
stubborn.
to do it.
Hey, baby, you going
Yeah.
on a 20 girl trip? Baby, you go have fun. Whoa, 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 whoa. You put a fucking smiley face?
And Luis and Ray, I'll put any amount of money. Luis will not allow it to happen. I know he says he does. He will
The
not.
20-day girls
He
trip?
will not.
No, he won't.
He won't.
He's full of shit.
Yeah, he will not
You're
allow it
full
to
of shit.
happen.
You will-
He says he will. On my life, he won't.
No.
Like he won't allow
Bro,
it to happen.
I'm willing to bet my next 3 paychecks you won't fucking do that.
Yes, and
You have to have a way to prove it, but I would love to prove you wrong.
Bro, I'm telling you right now. If your girlfriend comes up to you and goes, I'm going on a 28 girls trip, you'd be like, well,
he will not allow it. And this is another misconception. At least we can have a figure Luis, because Luis needs therapy. we can have a figure out Luis. Luis is not romantic at all.
No, you're a fucking psycho.
We've had this conversation. We got a TikTok thing right now that you know I'm a romantic. I don't know that shit. I know you think that shit. I don't know that.
And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share.
See you next time.
Peace.